So how do you handle the holiday when someone you love is no longer there? I'm Steve Shields. I'm the pastor at Curwensville Alliance, and I don't have an answer to that question, but I have a couple thoughts that may be helpful to you. There's no denying it. I think of my parents every day. I think of my dad every day. We had steak the other night, and I said to my wife, I wish my dad was here to taste this steak. It's so good. He's been gone 20 years, and I still miss him. And holidays or other traditional events when we're together, like hunting season or fishing or just eating a good steak, are times that seem to accent that loss. Parents, they're the glue that holds a family together, and when Dad died, I would say 60 to 70% of that glue disappeared, and when Mom went into assisted living, it was like almost all the rest of it was going and gone. There's no denying that pain. But it does get easier. At least it did for Laurel and me. It's not easy, but it does get easier. If you think about it, you know that when your parents' parents died, Dad and Mom experienced the same loss as we do, as we have. And your dad and mom created new traditions, traditions that you grew to love, and traditions that now are not as available as they were. You can really honor them and remember them by doing the same kind of thing in your life now, in your family right now. Many times I feel like I've become H. Glenn Shields, my dad, because I do so much of the same things he did. Additionally, Laurel and I have discovered, with our children so far away and so busy, that God's greatest gift to us right now might be one another. We had been parenting, and so we'd been like two vehicles going down the interstate side by side, each in our own lane, trying to navigate the responsibilities of parenting and then grandparenting and everything else that we kind of never got out of those separate lanes. And so we have made an intentional decision to be together and to rely on one another. We do things like we did this morning. We go to the Courthouse Cafe to have French toast for breakfast. A couple months ago, we went up to see the elk in Elk County. And when we told the kids that, one of them said, "You went up there alone? Just the two of you?" It seemed weird to them because honestly, we hadn't done a lot of that when the kids were around. We do it now, and we find it's healthy for us. It's good for us. We work hard to be one another's best friends again, and we find that rewarding and even comforting. I get to tears. They come and go. One day, I hope that you find yourself thinking what I kind of have thought recently regarding my parents, and that is, I hope you'll do the math. I remember thinking one time when I was missing one of my parents, man, I just wish they were still alive. And then I did the math and realized, well, right now, if my parents were still alive, they would be 101 years old. And I don't think either of them would want that. I think they're glad to be where they are. And somehow or other, that helped me to feel better. And I began to let go of Dad and Mom just a little bit more. And I began to invest in the good things that God had for me on this leg of the journey. God has good things on this leg of the journey for you. And it is my prayer that you would see that. It is my prayer that you would enter into that. It is my prayer that you could respectfully put the past into its proper place, and you could enjoy the here and now, looking forward to the future. That's a great Advent prayer, isn't it? Hey, I'm Steve Shields. I'm the pastor at Curwensville Alliance, and I hope you have a great, memorable, meaningful Advent, filled with the goodness that the God who loved you and redeemed you has for you to enjoy. God bless you.